So next, let us see vector product of two vectors. So scalar product comes when you have two vectors and you multiply them, resultant is a scalar. Vector product will come when you have two vectors and the resultant is also a vector. Okay. So now its examples we'll see in the next chapter. Okay. So let's suppose you have two vectors a bar and b bar and their vector product is equal to c bar. So we represent the vector product using cross. Scalar product is represented using dot. Okay. So this is also called as the cross product of two vectors. Okay. This is also called as cross product because it is represented by a cross. So now in case of scalar product, what is the magnitude of resultant? It is magnitude of first one multiplied by magnitude of second vector multiplied by cos of the angle between two vectors. Here, in case of vector product, it is magnitude of first vector multiplied by magnitude of second vector multiplied by it is sine of the angle between two vectors. Okay, and then this is a vector, so its magnitude is this thing a multiplied by b multiplied by sine of theta. And what is its direction? So how do we find its direction? So to find out direction, we make use of right hand thumb rule. Okay, we make use of right hand thumb rule. So what is right hand thumb rule? Take your right hand, put the fingers, all the fingers of the right hand in direction of the first vector. Okay, that's along a bar. If you are taking a bar cross b bar, then put your right hand in direction of a bar, curl the fingers towards b bar through the smallest possible angle. Okay, so curl fingers towards b bar and stretch your thumb. Your stretched thumb will show you the direction of resultant. Okay, this is the right hand thumb rule. So for an example, you have suppose this a bar and this is b bar. Okay, so they are in one plane. Suppose they are in one plane. So now you will put your right hand in direction of a bar, curl the fingers towards b bar and stretch your thumb. So your stretched thumb will be vertically upwards. It will point vertically upwards direction. Okay, because you will be moving in anti-clockwise sense. Okay, if you are going from a bar to b bar in anti-clockwise sense, then thumb will point vertically upwards and therefore that is the direction of resultant. It is direction of c bar. Is it clear? Yes, no? So now in case of scalar product, you had that a bar dot b bar is equal to b bar dot a bar. So the order of a and b doesn't matter. But in case of vector product, you have a bar cross b bar equals to minus of b bar cross a bar. So the magnitude will remain same, but direction will be opposite. Okay, just try doing b bar cross a bar in this case. So you will keep your right hand in direction of b bar and curl the fingers of the right hand, okay, in natural way towards a bar. So not like this. Okay, so you will have to put your hand like this, curl the fingers and stretch your thumb. So your stretched thumb will be in downwards direction. Okay, so that means the b bar cross a bar is in opposite direction to that of a bar cross b bar. Okay, so they are not equal, the direction is opposite. Direction of a bar cross b bar and b bar cross a bar is opposite to each other. Okay, right? So then now what is the use of this vector product? So vector product is used to find out many quantities in physics, and there are some other uses also. So one of the uses to find a vector perpendicular to plane of two vectors. So vector product of two vectors a bar and b bar, it is perpendicular to a bar also and it's perpendicular to b bar also. Okay, so the c bar is perpendicular to A bar as well as B bar, right? So if you want to find out a vector perpendicular to A bar as well as B bar, what will you do? You will just take their vector product. Okay, and you are sure that the resultant is perpendicular to A bar as well as B bar. Okay, and if you want unit vector, if you want a vector, just multiply them. Okay, just take vector product. If you want unit vector, just divide this by its magnitude. What will be its magnitude? It will be equal to magnitude of this vector product. Got it? Yes, no? So this is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane of A bar as well as B bar. Okay. Then there is another use. Another use is to find the area of a triangle. Okay, and also area of a parallelogram. So what is magnitude of vector product? It is magnitude of first vector multiplied by magnitude of second vector multiplied by sine of the angle between two vectors. Okay, so what will be, okay, see, in this triangle PQR, you have first vector, suppose, represented by this side. Okay, it is in this direction. Second vector is represented by this side. So B bar is in this direction, A bar is in this direction. Now you take their vector product. So now if you find sine theta here, so angle between these two is theta. If you find sine theta, it will be just opposite side divided by hypotenuse, right? So it is h, because h is height of this triangle, we can say, and b is hypotenuse, so it is h upon b, right? It is equal to h upon b. So what is area of this triangle? So it is half of length of side PQ multiplied by the height. Okay, so it is half of PQ multiplied by this height. So we have represented PQ using A bar, and we have represented PR using B bar. Okay, so it is magnitude of A bar is equal to how much? It's PQ. Okay, so this is magnitude of A bar. What is OR? It's magnitude of it is magnitude of B bar multiplied by sine theta, because OR is equal to H, and we have found that H is equal to B sine theta. Okay, it is equal to B sine theta. Therefore, you get half of A multiplied by B multiplied by sine of theta, and that means what is area of a triangle? It is half of the magnitude of vector product of A bar and B bar. Got it? Yes, no? So if you have two vectors, and those two vectors represent two sides of a triangle, then area of that triangle is equal to half of the magnitude of vector product of those two vectors. Okay, so area of the triangle is equal to half of the magnitude of vector product of those two vectors. Okay, then there is another use. So see, this is a triangle. Now you can just draw a vector parallel to this B bar and vector parallel to this A bar. Okay, so you will get this parallelogram, right? And what can I say for this triangle and this triangle? These two are congruent. Can I say this? Yes, no? Okay, because these lines are parallel and these lines are parallel. So this angle will be equal to this angle and length of these sides. So length of this side is equal to length of this side. Length of this side is equal to length of this side. So area of this triangle will be same as that of area of this triangle. Okay, and therefore what will be area of the parallelogram? It is just 2 times the area of these two triangles, right? 2 times the area of one of those two triangles. So area of this parallelogram will be equal to what? Just magnitude of vector product of a bar and b bar, because for a triangle it is half. Okay, so here it will be magnitude of vector product of two vectors represented by two sides of a parallelogram. Okay, here, good. So then, okay, parallelogram can be, so there is another formula to find out area of a parallelogram. Okay, so here I have proved it, right? But we don't want derivation. So see, so here you have this vector, which is PR bar, okay, and this vector is SQ bar, okay. So now these are diagonals of this parallelogram. PR and SQ are the diagonals of the parallelogram. So now there is another way to find out area of a parallelogram, and that is equal to, if you take half of the vector product of two diagonals, okay. So because the result is the magnitude of the vector product of two diagonals is twice as that of magnitude of vector product of two sides, okay. So there is another formula to find out area of a parallelogram, and that is half of the vector product of two vectors represented by two diagonals of a parallelogram. This is clear? Yes, no? Okay. So we just have to remember this formula because there might be a question. Okay. Most probably there will not be. It will be limited up to this, up to this. Okay. But this kind of question was there in some engineering exam which is of similar level of NEET, and therefore I have included this thing also. Okay. All right. So yeah, after that. Now, if you have two vectors represented by the x, y, z components, that means two vectors in resolved form, a bar is equal to this thing, ax into I cap plus ay into j cap plus az into k cap. B bar is equal to bx times I cap plus by times j cap plus bz times k cap. Now, see, here, if you take I cap cross I cap, okay, if you take I cap cross I cap, the result will be, see, you are taking cross product of two vectors which are parallel to each other, because I cap and I cap, they are in same direction, okay. So it is magnitude of first multiplied by magnitude of second multiplied by sine of the angle between two. So this will be 0, okay. So I cap cross I cap's magnitude is equal to j cap cross j cap, it's equal to k cap cross k cap, and that is equal to 0. And okay, and if you take I cap cross j cap, so I cap is along x, j cap is along y, so I cap cross j cap, its resultant will be along z axis. So you get I cap cross j cap equals to k cap, okay. I cap cross j cap equals to k cap. Similarly, j cap cross k cap equals to I cap, okay. Right, and k cap cross I cap will be equal to j cap, okay. I'm sorry. So I have written it here. I cap cross j cap will be k cap, j cap cross k cap will be I cap, and k cap cross I cap will be j cap, okay. But if you reverse this order, So in place of I cap cross j cap, if you take j cap cross I cap, it will be minus k cap, because we have seen a bar cross b bar equals to minus of b bar cross a bar, right? So this is minus k cap. Then if you reverse this, so if you take k cap cross j cap, it is minus I cap. Okay, and if you take I cap cross k cap, it will be minus of j cap. So now question is, how will you remember this? Okay, question is, how will you remember this? Because there can be, suppose you want to take cross product of two vectors where you have j cap and k cap. Okay, one vector is along y-axis, one is along z-axis. So j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. If you know this, you can take cross product. Okay, so we will need this, and therefore we have to remember this. Okay, so there is a simple way to remember. The way is, just draw a circle and mark 3 points I, j, k, and okay, I, j, k in clockwise sense. Okay, I prefer clockwise. So then what you have to do is draw clockwise arrows. Okay, from I to j, from j to k, and k to I. Okay, now if you do I cap cross j cap, if you are going along the arrow, the result will be positive of the remaining one. Okay, so I cap cross j cap equals to k cap. Then j cap cross k cap, if you are going along the arrow, j cap cross k cap will be equal to I cap. K cap cross I cap will be equal to j cap. But if you are going against the arrow in opposite direction as that of the arrow, then the result will be negative. So if you do j cross I, it's minus k, right? If you do I cross k, it will be minus j, so on and so forth. Is this clear? So we have to remember this thing. Okay, all right. So if we use all of this, and if we find the vector product of a bar and b bar, what do we get? So we'll have to do some calculation, lot calculation. Okay, derivation is part of NCERT syllabus, you can say. But in NEET, we just have to remember the final formula. And final formula comes out to be like this. It's a determinant. Okay, it is written like this. This symbol is known as determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap. This will be your first row of the determinant. Second row is ax, ay, az. Third row is bx, by, bz. Okay, and how will you find? So this is your resultant. This is resultant of what? This is c bar, and c bar is equal to a bar cross b bar. Okay, so first row is ijk, second row ax, ay, az, third row bx, by, bz. So what will be the c bar? It's equal to this determinant, and how to solve this determinant is, take this first element of the first row, which is I cap, then hide that row and the column. Okay, hide the row and the column. So then you are left with these four letters. Okay, so then take ay multiplied by bz minus az multiplied by by. So you will have I cap multiplied by ay times bz minus by times az. Okay, ay times bz minus by times az. Then you put negative sign. So for next one, you put negative sign. This is important. So put minus j cap. Okay, multiplied by, again hide this row and this column. Hide this row and this column. So you will be left with these four. So ax bz minus bx az. axbz minus bxaz. And similarly, take plus k cap and hide this row, this column. Then you have axby minus bxay. Axby minus bxay. This is how we find the determinant. So just symbol of the second term will be negative. Sign of the second term will be negative. Okay. So is this clear? Okay, most probably you know this, right? Because this thing we learn in 11th, I guess, in maths. If you have maths, you of course know this. All right, so this is theory of vector product, and now we'll see some problems based upon this. All right. So let's see this problem. First problem, vectors a bar, b bar, and c bar are such that a bar dot b bar is equal to 0 and a bar dot c bar is also equal to 0. Then the vector parallel to a bar is, tell me. A bar dot b bar is equal to 0. So what can you say from this? You have a bar dot b bar equal to 0. Means what? Right. So a bar and b bar are perpendicular. And you have a bar dot c bar equal to 0. That means a bar and c bar are also perpendicular. Right. So then can you guess what will be the answer? Which one will be a vector parallel to a bar? No, they are perpendicular, no? B bar and C bar, they are perpendicular to A bar. You want a vector parallel to A bar. Okay, let me ask you this thing. If you have two vectors, B bar and C bar, how will you find a vector which is perpendicular to these two? This is definition of, no, this is definition of cross product. Okay, if I take cross product of B bar and C bar, so we have learned that this is some vector. Let's suppose this is D bar. So this D bar is perpendicular to B bar also. It is perpendicular to C bar also, right? Okay, this is perpendicular to B bar and it is perpendicular to C bar also. So A bar is perpendicular to B bar also. It's perpendicular to C bar also. So what will be a vector parallel to A bar? It is a vector that you get by doing cross product of these two vectors. Okay. Yes, no. Okay. So it's option C. This is simple. Right. This is just from the definition of vector products. Resultant is perpendicular to both vector. You want vector parallel to A bar, that means you want vector perpendicular to B bar as well as C bar. And what will be vector perpendicular to B bar as well as C bar? Vector product of those two is perpendicular to both of them. Okay. Next question. A bar and B bar are two vectors and theta is the angle between them. Theta is angle between them. Then if A bar cross B bar's magnitude is equal to root 3 times A bar dot B bar, then value of theta is. Tell me, what should we do? They are just asking to calculate something. This is simple. Okay. So this thing is you have a bar cross b bar equals to root 3 times magnitude of a bar dot b bar. So this is a b sine theta is equal to root 3 times a b cos theta. A b gets cancelled. So you have tan of theta equals to root 3. So what is theta? Right. Theta is 60 degrees, tan inverse of root 3. Okay. All right. So this is simple. Okay. Next question. If angle between the vectors a bar and b bar is theta, the value of product b bar cross a bar dot a bar is equal to. Tell me. Okay. So actually it is 0. Okay. Actually it is 0. So I can tell you in if you had maths, then you might have heard about the scalar triple product. So do you know scalar triple product? Okay. So leave it. All right. Scalar triple product is just you have three vectors a bar, b bar, c bar. So you have b bar cross c bar, its dot product with a bar. This is known as scalar triple product. And if two terms in scalar triple product are repeated, then the result of scalar triple product is 0. Okay. This is simple. Two terms are repeated, two vectors are repeated. Okay. Then it's equal to 0. That's one thing. Okay. So if you didn't have maths, still it is simple. See, you have b bar cross a bar, and this thing is perpendicular to b bar and it's perpendicular to a bar, right? So suppose c bar is equal to b bar cross a bar, and then you are taking b bar cross a bar dot a bar. That means you are taking c bar dot a bar, but c bar is perpendicular to a bar. Okay, it is perpendicular to a bar, and that's why c bar dot a bar is equal to 0. Yes, no. This is clear or not? Okay, good. So this thing is perpendicular to a bar as well as b bar. Okay, vector product is perpendicular to both of them. So this is a vector. Let's suppose c bar, and you take its dot product with one of them. So it's going to be equal to 0. Okay. All right. So these are simple questions. So maybe because you are seeing them for first time. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Let's see next question. If magnitude of a bar cross b bar is equal to root 3 times a bar dot b bar, then the value of a bar plus b bar is. Okay. Magnitude of a bar cross b bar is equal to root 3 times a bar dot b bar. Tell me, what should we do? Okay. See, this is also simple. Let's suppose r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Okay. What will be its magnitude? You want magnitude of a bar plus b bar, right? So r will be equal to magnitude of a bar plus b bar. and that is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2 times ab cos of theta. Right? It is square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of theta. And you don't know this thing. Okay, you don't know cos of theta. So for that, this thing is given. Okay, so a bar cross b bar is equal to root 3 times a bar dot b bar. This is given. So what is magnitude of a bar cross b bar? It is ab sine theta. And magnitude of, or what is a bar dot b bar? So it is ab cos theta. And from these two, we can find out, sorry, ab gets cancelled out. So you have tan of theta. Tan of theta equals to root 3. That means theta equals to 60 degrees. Okay. And you can put cos of theta here. Cos of theta will be cos of 60. How much is that? Cos of 60 is half, right? Yes, no. So it is square root of a square plus b square plus 2 times ab cos of 60, which is half. So this thing gets cancelled. And your answer should be square root of a square plus b square plus ab. Okay. A square plus b square plus ab square root of that. So they are writing it like this, raised to half. Okay. So option A is the answer. Okay. Okay, good. Then the resultant of a bar cross 0 will be equal to, tell me, this is 0, right? But if they say this 0 bar is a vector, and in original question, I guess it is, okay, a bar cross 0 bar only. So then its answer would be 0 vector, right? Next, a vector a bar points vertically upwards and vector b bar points towards north. Then a bar cross b bar is directed. Options are very good. First one says nowhere. Okay, a bar cross b bar is directed nowhere. All right. Next one is towards west, towards east, vertically downwards. Tell me. Nowhere. Why? No. First one is vertically upwards. Second one is towards north. No. Okay. You draw on the paper. See, paper is like this. You draw north. Okay, north, south, east, west. And upwards is still like this. Okay, so suppose this is north. You draw it on the paper. Upwards is like this. You have to imagine that, no? Okay, right. So north, upwards will be like this. This is north. Okay, so first vector is upwards. Second one is towards north. So you take their cross product. Put your right hand in direction of first vector, that is in upward direction. Curl the fingers towards the second vector, which is in north direction. Okay, so curl the fingers, stretch your thumb. Your stretched thumb will show you which direction? West direction. Okay, clear? Yes, no? Okay. All right. So let's see next question. Two vectors a bar and b bar are inclined to each other at an angle theta. Which of the following is unit vector perpendicular to a bar and b bar? This is straightforward question. Tell me. We have seen this at the beginning of vector product. So suppose C bar is equal to A bar cross B bar. Then you have C bar perpendicular to A bar as well as B bar. And you want unit vector. So what will be unit vector? It will be A bar cross B bar divided by its magnitude, right? A bar cross B bar divided by its magnitude. So what is the magnitude? It is AB multiplied by sine theta. Okay. So this is the answer. It's option C, option 3. Right? Yes, no. Here, good. Unit vector perpendicular to vectors A bar equals to this and B bar equals to this. So this is nothing. You have to find the unit vector. So first of all, you have to find out C bar, which is equal to A bar cross B bar. Okay. So write IJK, then AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ. So that is 4, 3, 6. Okay. AX, AY, AZ. Minus 1, 3, minus 8. Then find out this determinant. So it's I cap times 3 times minus 8 minus 6 times minus 6 times 3. So this is minus 24 minus 18. How much is this? 42. 24 minus 24. Okay. So this is minus 42. Then you have minus j cap multiplied by 4 times minus 8. So that is minus 32, minus 32, and minus 6. So that is plus 6. Minus 32 plus 6, minus 26. Plus you have what? 4 times 3, 12, minus plus 3, 15. Okay. So this is C bar. You want unit vector. So C bar is minus 42 I cap. Okay. Plus 26 j cap. Plus 15 k cap. Okay. Can you take something common from this? I don't think you can take common because this thing and this thing. Did I miss something in second one? So it is minus 8 multiplied by 4. Okay. Minus 32. Minus 32 and you have minus plus 6. That is correct, right? So maybe options are wrong. Okay, if my calculation is correct, options are definitely wrong because you cannot take anything common in these, right? All right. So this is how we'll find out. And if we want to find out uh, unit vector, just find out its magnitude. Okay, so unit vector will be C bar divided by its magnitude. Okay, yes, no. Okay, so just check it once again whether it's correct or not. Okay, afterwards. I think it is correct. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem. Okay, then if I cap, J cap, K cap, not I cap, J cap, K cap. If I cap plus J cap plus K cap and the I cap, two sides of a triangle, then the area of triangle is, tell me. This is A bar, which is I cap plus J cap plus K cap, and you have B bar equals to 3 I cap. Okay, so area is half of the vector product. So first of all, let's find out the vector product. So C bar is equal to I cap, J cap, K cap, 1, 1, 1, and T 0, 0. Okay, so this thing is I cap multiplied by 0, so no I cap. J cap multiplied by minus, okay, so this is minus J cap multiplied by 1 into 0, that's 0, minus 3, minus 3 plus K cap multiplied by 1 into 0, minus 3, minus 3. Okay, so C bar is equal to 3J cap plus, not plus, minus 3K cap. And you want area. Okay, so this is A bar cross B bar. Area is equal to, area of the triangle is equal to half of magnitude of C bar, because C bar is equal to A bar cross B bar, right? So it is half of square root of 3 square plus 3 square. Okay, square root of 3 square plus 3 square. So that is 3 root 2, right? So 3 root 2 upon 2. 3 root 2 upon 2. So that is, in denominator you will have root 2. Okay, so it's option 3. Okay, this is simple, finding area of a triangle. Then you have area of a parallelogram. Okay, so this is also same thing. The sides of a parallelogram are represented by these two vectors. Then area of a parallelogram is, okay, half into magnitude of, right, but these are P and Q. Okay, anyways, so you have, suppose C bar equals to P bar cross Q bar. You will find C bar first using the determinant. Same thing, I, J, K. What are this? 4 minus, sorry, 5 minus 4, 3. And this one is 3, 2 minus 1. So 3, 2 minus 1. So tell me it is 4 minus 6 minus 2 I cap minus j cap multiplied by minus 5 minus 9 minus 14, right? Minus 5 minus 9 minus 14. Okay, check my algebra. Plus this is 10. Okay, 10 plus, because you have negative sign, 12. 10 plus 12, 22. 22 K cap. Okay, so it is minus 2 I cap plus 14 J cap plus 22 K cap. And you want area of parallelogram, which will be equal to what? Magnitude of P bar cross Q bar. That's equal to square root of 2 square plus 14 square plus 22 square. How much is that? 2 square is 4. I don't know the other two. Tell me. 14 square I know. It's 196 plus 22 square. Okay. So it is 22 times 20, 440 plus 44. Okay, so 484. Yeah, right? Okay, right? Yes, no? I think so. So you can add this up. So this is 200, 200 plus you have 484. So that is 684. You want square root of 684. Is this a perfect square? No, you have square root of 684. That's good. It's option A. Tell me. No, no, no. Sides are represented by two vectors. Then it is just magnitude of vector product of two vectors. If diagonals are represented by two vectors, then it is half of the magnitude of vector product of two vectors. Right? So these are sides. Okay. And these are diagonals. Okay. So the diagonals of parallelogram are represented by vectors. This is p bar, this is q bar. Then the area of parallelogram is. So most probably there will not be a question based upon diagonals. Sides can be there. Okay. Just for just for the sake of completeness, we have seen this thing also. Okay. So tell me, it is just half of, if you have diagonals, area of parallelogram will be just half of the magnitude of vector product of diagonals. Okay. So once again, you have to find out the same thing. Suppose C bar is equal to, or resultant is equal to P bar plus Q bar, I cap, J cap, K cap, 5 minus 4, 3, and 3, 2 minus 1. Then what is this? I cap times 5 into minus 1, minus 5, minus 5 minus 9, minus 14. Okay, minus 14 minus j cap times 5 multiplied by minus 1, minus 5. Okay, sorry, 5 multiplied by this one, did I miss? Oh, I did a mistake here, right? Sorry. Okay, this row and this column. So it is minus 4 times minus 1. 4, 4 minus 6. Okay, it's 4 minus 6 minus 2 minus j cap times, it is minus 5 minus 9. So here you have minus 14 plus k cap times you have 10, 10 plus 12, 22. Is this the last one was same? I guess, apart from plus minus sign, or with the sign also, it was same. C bar is equal to, okay, C bar is equal to minus 2 I cap plus 14 j cap plus 22 k cap. So then it is half of, okay, the magnitude of P bar plus Q bar. So area is equal to what? Half of magnitude of C bar. So if this was same, it's square root of 684. Okay, right? So square root of 684. Half of square root of 684. So how much is this square root of 684? Uh, It will be very small, right? So there is mistake in this one also. Yeah, so 26 point, so 26 divided by 2 is 13. Okay, so there is mistake in this one also, right? This is how we'll find out. Okay, don't care about uh, these options. They are wrong. If our calculation is correct, they are wrong. Okay, method is definitely correct. If our calculation is correct, then options are wrong. All right, let's check it once again whether it's okay. So you have 5 minus 4, 3, and 3, 2 minus 1. So 3, 2 minus 1, right? So that is I cap times this thing minus 4 minus, okay, so this is 4. 4 minus you have 6. So that's minus 2. That's correct. Minus j cap times you have minus 5. Okay, minus 5 multiplied by, sorry, minus 9. So minus 5 minus 9. It's minus 14. And minus minus plus 14. And you have 10, 10 minus minus 12. So that's 22. Okay, that is also correct. So let's check its magnitude. So magnitude will be 2 square is 4, 14 square is 196, and 22 square. 22 square is 484, right? 22 times 20 is 440, plus you have 22 times 2, that is 44. So that is also correct. No problem. Okay. And this is, yeah, this is 684. Okay. So our calculation is correct. Okay. So options are wrong. Answer would be something around, you said 26. Okay. So it will be 15. 26.15. Okay. So it will be 13 point something 075 square units. Right? So this is the answer. But this is how we will find out given the question. Okay. All right. So let us stop here. Okay. Tomorrow we'll move on to the next part of the chapter.